What's up guys, welcome back to the Piston Show. I'm Kashi Dylan and today I'm here in Tokyo to attend the Japan Mobility Show, and I want to show you this car among many others that I've shared on YouTube Shorts, our Instagram page and such. But this is something quite unique because this is actually the BYD Racco. Now, this is a big deal because it's also the first time that BYD has made a, a K car, so to speak. And this is something that is unique to the Japanese market only. Well, I'm sure you already know that K cars are actually quite a big deal here in Japan. And BYD, well, they are a very dynamic company, aren't they? So they probably wanted a piece of the pie, and hence why they've come up with the Racco. And what does Racco mean? It means, what I've researched is that it means sea otter. What is up with BYD and naming their cars after, well, sea animals? I'm not sure, that's an entirely different story. But anyway, this might, it's a very big might at the moment, might make it to Malaysia either officially or through the grey import channels. Now, it is unlikely that BYD will allow this to come into Malaysia through grey import channels or even allow it to come through official channels because, again, as I said, this is supposed to be a Japanese market car only. But we all know how that usually goes in Malaysia. So it's supposed to be launched in global market, in the Japanese market in the summer of 2026 or perhaps even earlier. And some of the specifications of the car is, it's not that great, in fact, I would say, because it has a 20 kilowatt hour battery, which is not that big at all. And that gives it a range of about 180 kilometers on the NEDC cycle, if I'm not mistaken. And but despite it having such a small battery, it can take roughly about 100 kilowatts of DC charging. And that basically means that it can charge really, really quick. And that just makes it quite a good car to have in an urban environment where you get access to chargers quite easily. Now, it's a good looking car, isn't it? In fact, it reminds me of the Honda N-Box and I think the Toyota Roxy a little bit. Check out the angle of the C-pillars. It's obviously literally a box on wheels. And what that usually means is that it will give you a lot of interior space. So in that sense, I think this could just be a success, but will it be well accepted by the Japanese, knowing how patriotic they usually are? Well, time will tell. But I think kudos to BYD for actually being brave enough to build something like this. It's actually quite a cool car. It's not a very unique design. We have seen cars with this design before, but hey, this is from BYD and BYD is shaking up the world now, isn't it? So expect this car, expect to hear more of the BYD Racco, and just a couple of design elements. This is typical BYD, everything is lit up, and even the BYD logo at the back there is lit up, and everything is there. From this angle, again, it's a real box. It runs on 15-inch wheels. I can't show you the interior, unfortunately. There's no Raccos on display over here, but I can tell you that this is going to be quite an interesting car. When it is launched in Japan, it's going to cost roughly about 70,000 ringgit. Well, and if it trickles down to the Malaysian market, don't expect it to be priced around there. But the fact is, Proton and Perodua do not have a car that is equivalent to this. So it might just be cheaper than what you expect. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about the BYD Racco. Is it something that you will be interested in? And how much would you pay? And before I end this video, I want to show you something. This is the BYD YangWang U9. What a machine. Stunning. Now this, if you put a Lamborghini badge over here, it'll pass off as that. If you put any other Rimac brand or even a Koenigsegg logo, it could probably pass off as any of that. But this is such a cool machine, isn't it? Wow, check this out. Obviously, we've heard a lot about the BYD YangWang U9. We've read about it a lot, we've seen a lot of photos about it, but the point of this video is the BYD Racco. Again, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below.